What is going on, you guys? Fire Bunyan here, and welcome back to a brand new video where today we're going to be looking at the top 5 SMGs in Infinite Warfare. Now, these are going to be the submachine guns that I find personally the greatest ones of them all, and this is my personal opinion type of SMGs. Now, some of the SMGs in Infinite Warfare do good, and some of them don't do good, of course. So, we're going to be looking at those today, of course, and I will be including the DLC ones because I think some DLC SMGs are pretty decent as well. So, anyway, so guys, let's get into the top 5 SMGs in Infinite Warfare.
You're looking for something specific.
So coming in at the number 5 spot, this is going to be the HVR. Now, when I think of this weapon, I think of it as like a remastered version of the UMP-45 from Modern Warfare 2. Now, when this gun first dropped, and when I first saw this weapon, I think it was a pretty decent SMG. And I mean, I used this thing on Zombies in Spaceland, and I think it's a pretty decent SMG, to be quite fair. And it has a good damage rate. I mean, I wouldn't bother taking this weapon apparently, because if I were to deal more damage, this thing would be my thing, of course. So I mean, it's a pretty decent SMG, and being looking like a UPM, or I can't really pronounce the gun name from a previous Call of Duty game, but I really do like this thing. So the HVR comes in at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot, this is going to be the Trencher. Now, when I think of this gun name, I think of it as a World War II weapon, even though it does look like a World War II weapon. When I see this weapon, I think of the Sten gun when it was used back in World War II, and being named the Trencher, of course, I would say you would use this weapon in no man's land. Like, if there was any map on Infinite Warfare, I would despise the Trencher being the weapon you would use, apparently. But I really do like this weapon, of course. I mean, it's not really a powerful weapon you would choose, but I would say it's pretty decent enough. I mean, it looks like the Sten from a World War II game, but in Infinite Warfare, I think it does a little bit good. I mean, it's not the best SMG, but I really do like the design of it. So the Trencher comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot, this is going to be the Karma 45. Now, when I say Karma, I think of it as like you just got karma'd on, apparently. But the weapon itself, apparently, is like the Vector, of course. Like, the Vector was such a brilliant SMG, and now being in Infinite Warfare, I say it pretty took it to the next level, apparently. But when I see this weapon, of course, I feel like you have to reload 2 magazines, of course. I mean, the gun design of it has like 2 magazines in this gun, of caps. Like, when you reload it, depending on how many bullets you waste, apparently, it will take 2 clips to reload this thing, of course. But if you waste a short amount of ammo, it will only take 1, apparently. So I really do like this gun. I do like the Karma, or better known as the Vector, of course. So the Karma 45 comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot, this is going to be the VPR. Now, when I think of the VPR, I think of it as the MP5, of course. I mean, it does look similar to the MP5, of course, but the VPR is like its own different weapon, apparently. And having 2 magazines in each of the sides I say it's a pretty weird design apparently, but it does what it does apparently. But I like the way it reloads, like you just press a button and all the magazines just fly out, and then you just put 2 more in on the sides apparently. But I just really like the SMG apparently, and when I put like a little accessory on this thing, it's literally at the far back of the gun apparently. But if it were to be like at the front, it wouldn't be in my way apparently, but I just really like it apparently. So the VPR comes in at the number 2 spot. And finally coming in at the number 1 spot, guys, this is going to be the FHR-40. Now you may be wondering, why has this got the number 1 spot? Now, the one main reason why I like this so much is because in the boss fight of Raven the Redwoods, this thing can take out the Super Slasher in just 1 magazine. And if you acquire Bang Bangs, of course, this thing will literally just take him out instantly. Like, you just need 1 magazine of this and Bang Bangs, and you literally beating the boss fight. Like, this thing is like ridiculous apparently. So I really do like the way it is, and it does remind me of the P90 from MW2, but it's similar to that. I think it's more bigger and high damage, and generally I just really like the design of this thing and the way it shoots fast, the way it reloads. Generally I just really love this thing apparently. So the FHR-40 comes in at the number 1 spot.